ene hene. Abrempong TV, nyame ene hene. Adeshe yamamuina ache yamamuina akwa aba abononsia apaho simano beye edu ensia yadamase yamu akwa aba se monyabre na afi mohwe eya akan kase de bi so ede ebe manyen ewo ene anapa yemfiri ene yede yadwuma ewo fidue mu teto bi a na chese eho asem kano na eya botre ensam no nebedi mu akotre ebini se ebe hyase afi eye MPP amanyoko no na yade anei omobi omunkrata mu anase omapo mu ato ho a omode ama eye ekonu mu emma se obi bia na opese otumi ejina se mrahye badwemni nu obetumi akofa ne forms no ebi enu nti sa nsem no mu no eyade a ene okopiem ewo eye dome kwabenya enei pinipa onu ena oye mrahye badwemni ewo dome kwabenya ene ne paso aso no onu so etumi akofa ne nkrata. Enchiremu wonsanfu from so NDC amanyoko no Frank Tuni eye onmonyamfo eye John Dramani Mahama odoso na probo no eguso a ekoso sansem no so yebegimu enchiremu ensem no bi na afufuru bi ka we hu ana na pe yabo ne nyina no namsomaje bre na mde ba besom se akan kese a edikane edihwe ewo Abrempong TV so and afi Des TV so ewo ene anopei mi abede kase eba besom midin nana akwesi yima ma mentwa me hombra se mapare me ba kase mu kiremu mde aba besom me ba sesia Adesso wamena wase na mema mwakwa bara me famomla eye kasiremu enchiremu ankasa aso afi se me hye ensem na se edimu enchiremu aso mode na ekwa mu ewo nkramu mpuni mantem na honum ene dome kwabenya mrahye badwomni a oho eye orumonyamfo Sara adwa safo na eneya NPP ebi omunkrata mutu ana so mapo mutu ho a omonhwe se ometumi akofare eye omunkrata nomination ni yakeka ho no onumonyamfo ana se mami ono so atumi akofa nkrata ni bia o kire se osre eye delegate ni na ana se na chitafo no se umbabo modin na fe umahunu mobo no masanso edna kobiem se imrahye badwomni a oba besom eye domi kwabenya ene ne peso so adehia omo eho.
Know that everything that happened in the past year or 1.5 years, you have forgiven me. Menemo na atna, munnim mi fitete, munnim niameti mi aye, ni ofru dua panso ni aye den. Niama aye no, yaye bebre. Enti baby ama ye dia kwa akoduru no, montoa me so. Ni enwie adwuma no na dome kwa benya sane yegusu a ye fa ye ntoma pefra no na bedum pempenso bi no na be ye kra behwe
wo be kofam no ko bisa se wan ne ye de ne ba mo beto aba ama no honorable adjusafo contest ye mfa ne mbra Michael Eronokwe Junior nso contest ye mfa ne mbra ana se Sheila upon search nso contest enti die asiafo no beka no because 1800 na gebe lose elections omo gina aye aspirants no omo ni omo chitafo nkasa because MPP need adome kwa benya so ye mpese 10% be raise so high wa na ashenkrofo abufu that in the end no we won't have the masses going out to vote for MPP because Ghana for also need that MPP so
Adeji efimu ewa sansem na fe ye ne yenisu akyeremu ewo eye Tena North na Tena North no so ehonum so NPP amanyoko nu eye omami Frida Prempe oroso etumi akofa nomination bia na chitafo bojiri no so na chese nya de keto akora ye kohwe se ne amame no e kan sem bi edeto emontin.
We're talking about the numbers. The numbers dropped because at that time, some constituency executives, including the one you are talking about, deliberately decided to pick some people from my constituency to go and register at the adjoining constituency so that my vote they were even hoping. They claimed they are MPP people, but they were hoping that I will even lose. But by the grace of God, I survived. Some people lost their constituency. 2020 wasn't favorable to all of us, but I still maintained my seat, and I'm going to maintain my seat come 2024. If you are a sitting member of parliament, a third-term member of parliament, a former deputy minister for works and housing, a former deputy minister for gender, a minister of state at the office of the president, a minister of state at the works and housing ministry, and somebody calls himself a spokesperson to somebody and calls him that he's a strong force for what? If today you are not what is spokesperson? If I don't say anything, what will you go and report? So I'm not coming not against anybody. And I know by the grace of God, He's going to crown my effort. Those who think they have arrived in their goal spokesperson, they got that spokesperson through my effort. That's why they are spokespersons today. So nobody is a strong force. Nobody. This is not the first time I'm contesting an election. This is going to be one of the easiest elections I've ever contested in this country. We were talking about the numbers.
Abrempong TV and Afe Des TV akanka seno ena ogusu a ohwebe so edema me ewo enano penache se Tena North wono emu ashada ye dinye pa na so ma me kire se hwan kura ni spokesperson hwan no kasamafo enache so one eye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne kasamafo vice president ne kasamafo Gideon Dr. Gideon Bakun enache se ono so contest mamne didindi amamne che se ono de wakọ elections bebre oko elections bi na we kura de be yekuma bi kura we de ne ketekete bi kura de ma no ana je se enye fedi agrokra ewo eye tenor north ehonum ye to ansem no so na afi ye fi mu ewo sa ansem ne de ni akire mu ewo nsem fufuro mu ana we eye omampani dada Johnny Dramani Mahama na openi odna probo bia eno watu ni din se building Ghana tour ode ahihya so ewo Ghana fa na nyina na chese kopie mu so ewo mfimfiri mantemu eye na wotweda etwem na chese nsem de openi ohwe bigu papa eno enye fedi agrokra na okopie mu ewo eye mfimfiri mantemu no na eye yewura John Dramani Mahama kire se emredu se Ghana omamu no yetumi efa ntuma pa bi den edi fura eno nti obesere se mpempren di Ghana mani na ebetumi agina tumpreko pere mato aba amano na afi wetumi abaye eye omampani ewo eye omamu
ya wo deposit of lithium our main area here. These people, you want a very portion be very big portion. I am the over to my boy lithium no you paint deposit the madi to it Mbrantian and Katesia Wokroma majority nyejmanye all these things are packed ogwo
the share e wo hone say yan kasa ye nkohwehwe akwesi broni ba no abeka say me wogidi say mo wo saa agudie e wo ha enti mo ma me license na me nkohwe say ampa e wo ho ana enti ade a friend no exploration yan kasa ye nye enti e man mani lisa say wo wan fa osika antumbunti e den say obeka say ene me fa say aye me chefa enti na de bia yesisi ye nipa kasa nkwa enso wo hu adwuma bia e wo fom ye pe no kredie ye pe false promises bosha kese bosha kese de 2016 ye hu bi $1 million per constituency per year yet is council come the year one district one factor nyomo $1 million per constituency per year anka say asen south anka ndani abrochiri 7 years ni anka by now $7 million and anka mwenya ewo asen south to where the mesremo man pekni kufo na kan asem o se hwe wa setena na to abapa menim se ni paketo bi aban betra so omo yeye onso menim se ni padodo na ewo Ghana ha ya setena no assign na chi
ya wo deposit of lithium our main area here.
Say my family nancy from a man patra ya pa ama migration form wo haya office o mu wo no ye ICC center migration for nye ba bia ntena na aban ka se mukura ya bra mu migration for ba nye ba bia for ntena ntimi say yo makwa e wasi ye faka fi ha ko obuase anase ye kofosu ni akwa ye passport e bia susu ye district capital e wo say saa ni ma nyina ye bi wa e ti ne ye ni abre say betna so ahwe o mo so mo ni ba biti na aban so nya ready so be mo ba bi atena na e be yo mo fi kro mu na ya faka fi akofosu
anaso obuase say ye kwa koye passport de na nananom me ne made hye ye di ahode nyina behyem ne agye omo ne amom ba bi atena na se ba se ye koye passport a akura de obetimi anante na waba behia ewo nana asase su ha se opese osi office dan amaye in fact say yentu anamo na yem brana na efie na yem bedana si na ya hwe adwumadie kesi a odi esi ne nan so a ene ye odi aso abofom say enhwase
Arese ye twansam no so na fe ye fimu so ewo eye asante mantemu na ye de ani akire mu ewo nsafufuro mo na ekakopie mu ewo eye Environmental Protection Agency ne twanitia eka no EPA no openipa odawano eye onumonyamfo Henry Kobra kukurufu na abra ye di bronya afahye mu a ana openi edi nsem bi ene efutusem atumi ato ama ega no mamuni nyina se mpempre di eye asumdwe eye abotoye mu nsem kwa na cheso openi ka o kire se yade a obesere ga no mamuni nyina se dede bia emfamfoso bia manu kankan ne nsol ne binumu a edu sabre mu bontwini no mu de twetwa nkrofo aso na de nyina o kire se omumani nyina embra fom se ne betumi aboa na afi yedi asumdwe ene nukredie ne pepe yeso etumi edi eye bronye yin pepe epe
dru brese ya ana dede yo mroso ekoso yasumu ahodo na edi dwuma no ye refie ho na dede na dos enika bia hodo na no so dede yo mpo ahyen kura yetimu ede koba di akone aba be oni ehyen men bebrebe a bikura na hu ni mfaso nti bra wosom na wotuntum nyame no ka hunu se obi nsuso fa ahodie ehu hia pani bi a ono de so anya no hu so ayeden yo bia bi o wa efre ho lakeside wa denta ne ashalebotwe ho o twene tiegu nsuo mu afro atecha nsuo wo a eben lake no a eno nsuso esom na edi dwumade aboaye wo ebra wiase nyina wo ohaw mu climate change ne environmental issues o se no ye from afidie so aka se nani kine ye kwokire no na ya ye hwehwemu na hwehwemu no ebo no a ye de na gina mranim dru brese
Musu ewo sanse ne mu e na fe yemfe ye nisu ankire mu ewo nsem fufuro mu ne yakopie mu ewo eye mrahye bedwofie na honom na onumonyamfo Haruna Idrisu osre Ghana ban ene mpenifo se mpempre momodin ye pa se adan ahodo a eye oman ajapade a yesisi ede si nwuremu anei nkusie ne nkrante na chese edi mu efusane a oman ni sika na chese yede abosa abra na esi wa mpempre obia enimu a ebetumi di sika bi abra oman momode se ombetumi awewe sa adan ya etisa ne nyina ne nkanka no kopie mu ewo ye saglama hono so adan ne bi wo ho a na chese ehu behia ye pa se nkanne aban ebetumi agyamu ama eye Ghana Armed Forces no na komotumi akosiesie dan awie na fe empo otumi akotrem no mo de asum oman Ghana.
Other comment is on Saglame. If I just call my lawyer to give me advice. Paragraph 9.8, and Mr. Speaker, is my considered view. I'm sure I've shared it with the minister before. This back and forth on Saglame, declare it a dedicated facility for the armed forces of Ghana and ask them to go and complete it and live in it. You cannot invest over $200 million in a project. And today you are still telling us that there was financial loss presumptively, or there is financial loss today, when your military are struggling for houses around that area. That is state resources. Whilst you do other things you want to do, give us Saglame housing to the Ghana Armed Forces and ask the military to go and complete it. They must provide labor. Nobody is going to pay them for it. I'm sure, Mr. Speaker, they will be happy to do that. But this back and forth, I'm not too comfortable with some of the comments in the committee's report. But advisedly, I've run away from it. Then, Mr. Speaker, uncompleted projects, Minister. There are too many dotted uncompleted projects across the country. I came across one which was initiated by the Honorable Hakma Uswajima when he was at the ministry. In my constituency, around Sanjergo, in the Wamale area, a housing project was started. Mr. Speaker, is hanging. I'm sure the same thing happened in many other regions of Ghana. This country, that is why, under the directive principles of state policy, the state is enjoined to complete uncompleted projects. I think that next time you should government, I think you should come with a profile telling us the location of this uncompleted project and how much you need to be able to deal with that. Public service workers, generally in Ghana, their problem is accommodation. I think some of the lands, prime lines, we should dedicate it to public service workers. And Mr. Speaker, I say this because even as far back, I then engaged Ebenezer Ampar Bank of the Public Sector Workers Union and the TUC. If you build and ask them that every man lose 200 to 500, and he knows that he has decent accommodation, he won't go paying those ridiculous 50,000, 100,000 in lieu of rent. So government should prime those lines to do high-rising buildings and stop.
Adesina mamenyina aye onumunyamfo Haruna Idrusu ensemisu na fe yentwa homrase mape na meba kase na kachi no maba besinsemu so ede amamu.
Abrempong, Okraba, Power the man Mose, the Hapukokom, Mapukokom Camion, Plabu Achaya, None, Abrempong, Bofo Conco, Haina Basasi, Plabu Achaya, say Meditazioni, Sulo, Spirito Sancti Spiritus, necessary, Holy Spirit, Sunsun Concono Yajma, Wanam Sunsuma of Fosso, Yajma, or how big is Sunsumu Yadia, Kahun said Yadia Pia one is on it, one is Sunsumudia, and Unti said HIV AIDS, Hepatitis B, a chair, a dambe and a toast wound to me. How be that Namosono, Plabu Achaya, Menam no Suba you of Kahun said one no trade up on Yanko Paboni thing, and you know, Dinner Massa, Suama of Fujuma, Baby, I will be a what an income, what they saw the Quani. We are saying, I did not tell sunset, Baby, or one any Sunsumu Bofua, what 2 minutes of Focus, who to Sumuni, and he climbs on some Plabu Achaya, Nas, and Sunsuma Juma, and Hunamani Juma, Contour open, Susuma Wadia, Baunya Wadia, Nabema, Unya Wadi, a one way diamo, some more housework, and who said Plabu Achaya, Yamanam Subayu for how Pia, Faber, was Susumuni Hunamani, dear friend. So your footballer now, Bob Bonham Quankan, and Juma, we hear about
0543 012186 0247 910 325.
Yada Odumakuma Ase. We am song for Prophet AYAJ. Dodo na frame King Jupiter. Yakase Afriki Herbal Institute, a online and practical school. We share every weekends. We share haban. Yadini Bafa Titim, Kwanya Obefaso, Atia Haban. Kwanya Obefaso, a pro session, na Abba Bonting. Nina Redofa Intitimu. And I feel so. Yasanso Echere, Bibi to say, Palm Ministry. Kwanya Obefaso, Obeshe Obinsem. Now I can't be Panwasem, the shepherd. They to do as a suweso. So being ska, and I say, oh yes, ska. And your friend say, palm reading, you know. Yes, also actually, we to say, spiritual cleansing. Nipa biya ansana, uso ni beti ni afeni ya padia dona dise umoti, o sunsun. Asa nweti ni mapa. Yes, also actually, pregnancy issues. Pregnancy issues on a few day one obane bayim alkosin in 9 months so kosomen chrono in rube na wasa okikambum na wode mano iniama bay na wasa otwen wo frɛ ho nipa bebre ekowo a ne ayom operation odwan se school we a obesua kwan e befa so na wahye oba pemfo edu na wo so a yemfa sekan enka no bewo asomdwe mu yesan so ekire bibi te say healing ayaresa na ayaresa no sunsun ene honam ayaresa yawe bia e wasase we so no ye kire munduro ene ho akande a e wo se wo de ka sa yawe no ye sanso e kire eye wealth boosting no kwan abefa so a ubenya sika ubediye e wo asase we so ni pebia no ukita yedie na ye niama bi na esi kwan school we e beto na bu ase akeka niama bom na wo hu kwan abefa so a wo so ubediye e wo asase we so niama bebre na school we e kire e level 1 up to level 4 bomodin la join school we na wo so e ho beba e fa so ama wo wie school we ya ye sanso e ma abodin krata e certificate ma e kire se won so wado sunsun ene honam asuko e wo ehabamba mu ba bia wo bia no ofre no mesena egu ase no a ye beje wo so na ya kyerɛkyerɛ hanya befa so a bedwen ba bia wo bia no beton safro we Afriki Herbal Institute
Arese mamena masi na mema kwa ba na fe mfa mu wie mu ewo kase mu so na ekakopie mu ewo emrahye bedwefie ho na da so ejina mu na onumonyamfo Samuel Abu Jinapo a ono oye osofo hwe Ghana yensa sesem so ewo omamu odinsem bi atudwo ani nyina eye sikasem bi anu osusu se mprempren de eni nanam eye finance minister ni finance committee bi a omudi sike bi ehwomsa 3 billion cedis na cha se ya fa ba bi a ensese efa na enu eno openi kire se ayade o mo ye vigilante ye papa o mo hwe ye mo ya hwe ye papa so mo ye hwehwemu Frenchim omo ye hwehwemu akosi asese twan na emo so mo ye hwehwemu na akosi esene so mo se sana ade no ne bobri anase ne tibia esiti dia na chese showdown pa ena mo de be ma eye finance committee a omo de sezika no ehye omo sa no.
Indeed, I can confirm to you that the MPA has what they call the ERDMS. The ERDMS gives you real-time data, and this ERDMS has been hooked to ICOMS, which is customs. They also have automatic tank gauging systems. They have a bulk road vehicle tracking system. And when we met the MPA, they confirmed to us that indeed there was no need for this revenue assurance measure. And so let me assure the minority leader that we will do a diligent job. We'll put the nation's interest first. Because when you look at the contract, from the oil sector alone, Ghana produces about 60 million barrels of oil annually. If this company is to take $0.75 per barrel, it means that in 1 year, they are getting about 45 million US dollars from the oil sector alone. If you add the minerals sector, which has to do with our gold and other minerals, it means that they can potentially walk away with $100 million every year. When you add the 24 million cedis per month, culminating into almost 280 million cedis, your guess is as good as mine. And so we hold the view that with immediate effect, and that is the operative word, with immediate effect, all such payments should be suspended and halted until the Finance Committee is done with its investigation. And I bet you, and let me be clear on this, there will be a showdown at the Finance Committee. Indeed, I can confirm.
Adesi ye fimu ewo eye onumonyamfo Samuel Abu Jinapo nakache na fe ye de ani akokyeremu ewo eye bru mantemu na Drama Central NPP amayoko na ewo no mo vice chairman eye onumonyamfo owura owusu boache na nei watumi aboa ye pa akwan ahodo bi a no ewo eye Drama Central de hye esu afa Ghana banya so nei wapanani ahwe bi na yade opani etimi edi mfiri ekogu ekwan so ogu so a je se oye nsese ye pa na enigisem ni abotoye nsem a afi timamufo mo ho no eka no esewani ensese ye ka kire
ami adom enyante se early next year. Mampanyin na bidi akire bede osia yoyo early next year ma be kwan no. Na anokre ni se na amanyosem adru no. Eje bibia na yede ho to aba no so. Timede adesode oto Ghana fo ani se obi bia ni se mo bi kakra bi owo no. De obetima ya aboa ne mpotem owo no. Onye moa. Se na yina ya start a yeguso a ye yo no. Nipa nsua ne enyomo ya manfo. Ni se beboa ma Ghana tumpon.
Nipa wa yese nyame so adwuma wi. Saafo no na nka hi omo so mbedi oman kura ni. Ante se obi betu no ho ache se oboa yi kwan enye easy. Na ka obo no so mesre brother so onche na na.
Yeda na sebebre de kai. Yesandi nyame so eda na se akomapa ene adwuma pa wo ye no nyame ma bibi oye bia enye nkoso ema no e wo yesu nyame adom
Adeshi kaseni na esi na hanom ena mrebe ba mekwan na mede Abrempong TV ena afi Des TV akankase a mrebe so mu ewo ene anopa mede ni na besi ede amamu na ensem no na edimu akotene ebini se NPP amanyoko no abiomu apromu ede ato ne nti kopiem ewo eye dome kwa benya ehonom ena eye mrahye bedwomni Sarah Adwasafo ono so akofa enkrata so wonto aba ensanso emfa no man biem na ontumi enkoso eye adwumaden emfa ma adehia omwo eye dome kwa benya eni nimpotem Sarah so ena wo ensem foforo so yesanso kopiemu ewo Bromantemu Drama Central ehonum ena eye NPP omo vice chairman ono oho eye onumunyamfo owusu bwache watumi ede imfidi ekogu akwan so anache se oye insese pa ede ama eye adehia omo wo eye Drama Central eni nipotem Enzamfu from so esanso ete eye Frankatuni edema eye NDC amayoko no eye wura John Dramani Mahama ochire se mpempren yedubra ese Ghana mamuri na etumi ekabom na fei yankasa adwuma bi wo ho ensese yekofa abrofo na omobeye mayen na mum oman adehye na ese etumi eye se adwuma odi sansem wina so etudwa ewa abra odi building Ghana to jumedia ogusu a odi ni so odi kopiemu ewo eye mfimfiri mantem emu ensem ni bi eka we hu ananape ye bobo ni nyina no na mso mejebre na mbeso mo se akankase a edika na edihwe ewo Abrempong TV eso anafe Days TV eso Aboafo amobo a me producers no mo do so ye pa Dr. Nat ono ohwe epimpia eye kase nyina edigu eframomu edimamunya bi ehwe saro so na koko ebo na chidom ewo kase echi Danny B eye osemufo pani edema eye akan kase a me be so mo ewo Abrempong TV so and afi Days TV eso ma menyina he na me mfa afishia pakase pa enkoma miankasa ma wofo ye Mr. Ochre one oyiri antimata na pay mo hwe me live ewo okumani aboabo ewo poimantemu anape nim se mo hwe kase ye pa afishia pa enkoma mo saro so na ye enkabom family ebusu akoni na anape so enchiene bi so enko emfa amamo saro so na minua bemma eye bra Philips Philip anape minuse ohwe eye kase ye pa ewo dobro ene ni importem nsaum dobro ya bra Philip nchia kase bi enkom mo afisha paso ewo ene anape mi America se ebeso mo midin nana akwesi yima makramu
Yeda odumakuma ase we am son for prophet AY dodo na from King Jupiter yakase African Herbal Institute a online and practical school we share every weekends share haban yede nipa fa ntitiem kwan ya obefa so atia haban kwan ya obefa so apro seseno na aba bonten ni nyina no yede ofa ntitiem ana afren so yesan so echere bibi ti say palm ministry kwan ya obefa so a obehwe obi nsam na waka nipa no ho asem ne shebre date obewu asase we so obenyeska anase onyeska na ne e friend say palm reading no yesanso e kire bibi te say spiritual cleansing nipa bia no ansa na uso ne betini afani mapade adom na dise hote e osunsun ansa na watini anya ne mapa yesanso e kire eye pregnancy issues no if day 1 oba ne ben akosi ne 9 months so koso men krono indru ben na wasa okikambom na wode ma no iniama ben na wasa otwene wo frɛ ho nipa bebre ekobo a ne ayom operation odwane se school we a obesua kwan e befa so na wahye oba pemfo edu na wo so a yemfa sekan enka no bewo asomdwe mu yesanso ekire bibi te say healing eye ayaresa na ayaresa no eye sunsun ene honam ayaresa yale bia e wasase we so no ye ekire munduro ene ho akande a e wose wode ka saa yale no yesanso ekire eye wealth boosting kwan abefa so a ubenya sika ubediye e wo asase we so nipa bia ukita yedie na ye niama bi na esi kwan school we ebeto ne boase akeka niama bom na wo hu kwan abefa so a won so ubediye ewo asase we so eniama bebre ana school we ekire eye level 1 up to level 4 bomade na join school we na won so e ho beba efaso ama wo wie school we ya yesanso ema abodin krata eye certificate ma ekire se won so wado sunsun ene honam asuko ewo ehabamba mu baby awo bia no ofre no mesena ebu ase na ye beje wo so na ya kyerɛkyerɛ kwan ya befa so a obedwan baby awo bia no beton safro we afriki heba
ene so bia me yin se no na mensa ke be body ami nya kwa chana me be bro na me ya bro
Sorry, I want bonfire, I'm going to
Iradia kaimyo, iradia shishemi, miampa na minye, mine iradia ye miseyo. Iradia kaimyo, adofo no meradia shishemi, obide